So in today's video, we're actually going to show you what some of the homes sell for in Peoria, Arizona, in one of the most affordable communities to retire. And this is Ventana Lakes. Now, this community is located in Peoria, Arizona with about 1,700 homes. It is a lake community with non-powerized boating. You do have catch and release. There's 4 different pools here in the community. There is a fitness center. They have 4 different clubhouses, 3 of which I will tell you are in one location. And they do have walking trails, bocce ball, tennis courts, pickleball. They have a library. They have a full demonstration kitchen. So they do have a lot of amenities here, and the location is great because it's close to everything. And you do have that affordable home option. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and start and run you through and show you some of the homes that have sold in the last 6 months so that you can get a feel for what it's like to live in Ventana Lakes.
Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at eXp Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate.
All right, if you are looking for a home that is under $300,000 to retire, so a retirement home under $300,000 in Phoenix, well, here is the first one for you here in Ventana Lakes. So this home here that you are looking at is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's amazing because you're getting 3 full bedrooms. Your lot size is about 4,500 square feet here, and this is in the shores at Ventana Lakes. Now this home offers 1,475 square foot, and this home was built in 1992 by Lennar. Now the home here did sell for $270,000, and you can see there are some things that you could choose to update, but if you're looking for something that's kind of a good home, just a basic home, nothing that's real, frills or anything like that, it does still have a yard. It looks like it might have needed some carpet replacement. And again, this is a closed and sold home. We are showing homes to you that did already sell. So that way you just have a feel for what things are actually selling for. That's the true market value. This was a cash sale. It was originally listed at $260 and then sold at $270 and took about a month to sell. Again, it looks like it might need just a little bit of updating, but if you just want to replace the carpet and put some fresh paint in and move right in, that's always an option as well. And again, this one sold for $270,000. All right, the video is not over, but I wanted to just pop in really quick and introduce myself, just in case you are not familiar with the Arizona Living Group channel or who the heck I am. My name is Kelley Norton. I'm a Valley native, and I've been selling real estate right here in the Valley since 2001. I am an associate broker here at eXp Realty, and I run the Arizona Living Group, and we are a team that help people just like you that look to relocate to or within the Phoenix and surrounding areas. If we can be of assistance to you, please reach out. Calling or texting is the best way to reach us, or go on the website ArizonaLivingGroup.com and hit contact us. Back at it. Another option here in Ventana Lakes would be one of the patio home options. Now these are attached, and these do have a higher HOA. So instead of the HOA being $360.66 for the quarter, it's actually $596.50 for the quarter. So this first one that we are going to feature for you here to show you that sold is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It was sitting on about a 3,600 square foot lot. Now the square footage on this home was 1,171 square foot. Now again, your more prominent builder in here was Lennar back when these homes were built. So this is a Lennar home built in 1994. Now this of course does have the amenities for Ventana Lakes, but you do have a combined wall here on the garage. Now these homes do have a yard area, so it's kind of an open yard space, but you do have space nevertheless. So it feels like a home on the inside that's detached, but in fact it does have a combined garage wall. So you can see it had nice vaulted ceilings. It did have, the pergo wood flooring. It had more of that Southwest kind of coloring for the wall paint color, but it did have granite counters, and if you wanted to get the appliances to match and maybe do a fresh coat of paint, really could be quite a lovely little home. This sold for $275,000, and the taxes on this were $1,064 for 2025. And again, this was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and your landscape is maintained. That's why you do have the more expensive HOA. This was in the garden section at Ventana Lakes. Now I want to jump up to a home that would be over 300,000, but getting you almost 2,000 square feet. So again, you are able to get a really good value in Peoria for your retirement home by looking here in Ventana Lakes. Now this home is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 328,000 is what this sold for. And again, 1976 square foot, built in 1993. Now this house here, the taxes were just a little bit more because it does have a higher assessed value. So 1716 is what the taxes were on this home in 2025. Now as far as the finishes on the inside, the great thing is that you did have a 3-car garage here, which is great. Again, you do get a good value. It's pretty much a move-in ready home. I mean, this home when it sold was just fresh white paint, new carpet, simple cabinets, countertops, everything nice and white, fresh and clean. They do have where the back patio area was converted to more of an Arizona room. So the one struggle you have when those rooms are converted to Arizona rooms is that they do sometimes block some of the light coming into the home. Good news is this home had a lot of windows, vaulted ceilings, so you still had that bright feeling, but whenever you have those Arizona rooms, sometimes they do block off some of the lighting. So again, 1976 square foot. This home was in the traditional Ventana Lakes, so had the 360 quarterly for the HOA, sold in about 30 days, and this home sold in March of 2026. All right, maybe you were looking for a lakefront property in a retirement community. Well, here we go. Here was one that sold in the shores at Ventana Lakes. Now again, these are all closed because we're giving you a true market value of the homes here. If you are looking for a lakefront property, please reach out. We're happy to let you know what communities, and there are some here in Ventana Lakes as well. So this one was a 2-bedroom with a den, 2 bathrooms, 1295 square foot, built in 1992. Again, the builder was Lennar. And this house, you looked right up the waterway, so you really had some great views. And this one sat on a 5,279 square foot lot. And this house, just to give you an idea, taxes were $1,279 for 2025. Now, when we're looking at this house, sure, you could have added some different, more neutral paint to the home. You could replace the flooring and do more upgraded. But if you're looking to just move right in, there's really not that many accent walls in the house, so that wouldn't be too hard if you wanted to maybe neutralize that a little bit. It did have a little bit more bold cabinets with the blue cabinets, which honestly, it tends to be kind of a popular thing when you are on a lakefront property to do those blue cabinets. I actually had a client tell me that a designer told them that this week as well. That's why you see the blue pops of color here in this listing, I am sure. Again, this one had plantation shutters. It had some laminate wood flooring, and this house sold for $400,000. And again, to have a view lot like this really is a great value. This one's a little bit of a smaller home though, and this one did sell in April of 2026. Now on this one, they did give a concession of about $17,000 to the buyers. So there probably was some repairs or maybe a roof or an air conditioning or something that needed to be taken care of. So they did give a concession. And so sometimes when you see a sold price on a home, that's not always the 100% price, if you will, because there maybe was a concession that was given. So it's important to look at those as well. All right, so now we're going to go for just a little bit more of an upgraded lakefront property. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, a little bit larger than the last lakefront property, 1629 square foot. Now, this one is in the Greystone Heritage section at Ventana Lakes, and this was by Shea Homes for the builder. This is built in 2002. So again, Lennar really had a lot of those 1990 builds. Then we had Shea kind of come in early 2000s. K. Hovnanian came in about 2020. So this home was sitting on a 5,000 square foot lot, had grass, had a lakefront property, and had some nice upgrades. So it still had that early 2000s tile flooring on the diagonal set that you'll see here in the photos. And it did have more of an upgraded countertop cabinet, and did have the backsplash. Now that might not be your exact, taste or palate, but for the community, this is a little bit more of an upgraded home, and they did have fresh paint. And again, you get full 3 bathrooms, over 1,600 square feet on the lake. And this one was more of that move-in ready, and it sold for $409. So I think, considerably a pretty good deal. You're getting a much newer home than the last one that we showed you, and you are getting a more upgraded home, and it's larger for just a little bit more. All right, we have 2 more homes to show you here. So second to last, we have this home here is 2,034 square foot on the water, built in 1994 by Lennar. This sat on a really spacious 8,647 square foot lot. This was a 3-bedroom and 2-bathroom. Now this one, your taxes were $2,242 in 2025. Now it's just assessed to be a more expensive home. That's why the taxes are a bit more on this property. Again, your taxes here are not based on what a home sells for. It's based on the assessed value by the county assessors. And you can challenge that if you feel that it is an improper value based on maybe what another one had sold for. So this home here did have a newer 15-SEER HVAC. It had really beautiful views. It did have a western backyard, which gives you the beautiful sunset views. And this house with the 3-car garage and the cabinets in there definitely had some space for some toys and golf cart if you would like. It had a really great, unique back patio space on this home, which I think really helped you capture that lake view and that outdoor and indoor Arizona living. Now on the inside, there was, kind of a nicely updated kitchen. It had the white cabinets, kind of that fresher look, and it was a move-in ready home. So this home sold for $486,700, and it sold in 25 days. It was a cash purchase, and it was listed at $525,000, and it sold for $486,700, and it sold in March of 2026. All right, so now we are going to jump over to Lakeside at Ventana Lakes. Again, this is one of the original 1992 Lennar homes, and this is the most expensive sale that we had here in the community. Now, this one was 1941 square foot, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Did have a 3-car garage, and this one sat on a really large lot. It was an 8,000 square foot lot. And this one did have a pool in the backyard as well. So giving you an idea, this one sold almost around that 500 mark. They did some updates in the kitchen, had some hard wood flooring and vaulted ceilings, had the private pool, plantation shutters, some updated bathrooms, and had a fully fenced yard. Again, not all yards are fully fenced, but this was one of the ones that were fenced on a more of an interior lot. Now, if you're on the water, you're going to have an open view lot. Now, this property sold for $497,400, and again was in the Lakeside section at Ventana Lakes, built by Lennar. Your taxes on this home were $1,582 in 2025. All right, well, I hope that you enjoyed that introduction to the homes in Ventana Lakes. So again, if you are looking for an affordable place to retire in Phoenix, you are looking for a home that is under $300,000 to retire in, or you're looking for something just overall that is a great value, Ventana Lakes really is a good value. Your HOA here in the single family homes, $360.66 quarterly. And at closing, there's a $4,000 capital improvement fee. If you're in one of those patio homes, it is going to be more expensive. That's closer to $600 a quarter because you do have your landscaping and everything fully maintained for you. So again, guys, if we can be of assistance for you in your purchase here in Arizona, please reach out. You can go on the website. It's arizonalivinggroup.com, hit contact us, or you can call or text. Either of those are the best ways to reach me. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great day.